What's going on, everybody?
What's
John in
up,
the
world?
house. Peel in the house. Think Your Game podcast coming at you one more time. Know everybody getting off work. Say the grocery stores ain't as packed, man. Hey, we'll go by there today. I went to 10 box, man. I was in and out 10 minutes, bro.
Hey man, Jay in the house too, man.
Huh? You said what?
Say Jay in the house too, man.
What's that?
That
Yeah, I said Jay and Peel. That's what I said. I didn't say that.
no.
Yeah, I thought he said me first, but my ears ain't what they used to be.
Man, me either, man. We all getting old, man. It's
Damn.
all good.
No.
So, man, how's y'all week, man? Starting off, man.
It's Monday.
It is Monday. Yes, I went to the dentist, and man, got there. I'm just not feeling my mouth.
Yeah, since my stroke, I don't feel the right side of my right side of my face and most of the time. But today was my first day back at work, the hustle, the bustle. It was pretty good to be around the people in the office politics,
Mhm.
Man, you want to deal with that, man? Again, whew. Oh, the mercy. Nothing like office politics, man. It's like it's no written rules, but it's rules. It's like invisible almost. But if you cross them, whoo, boy, I didn't even know that's a rule. Where's that in the handbook? No, it's not in the handbook. I just don't like it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Then you said you still going with the Lakers, man? Still Lakers in 5, man?
Lakers in 5. Might be 4.
So if they going a good win run without LeBron, you think they gonna trade him?
Nah.
You think they gonna let him walk without getting no value? You think they gonna let him walk?
Yeah.
I don't think
yeah.
so.
But we gonna call it. He gonna add another page to his resume. We gonna call him playoff run. If he hold out or if he fake injuries into the playoffs and they get in, having the best player arguably ever in the playoffs fully rested, no, that's a different monster. So LeBron is always an asset and never a liability.
If he being passive aggressive though, I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, man. If he being passive aggressive though, it's gonna be pretty tough, man.
Well, yeah, it's just on them to win without him.
Yeah.
To make the playoffs without him being a key factor, and then they gonna get Super Run if they make it.
Yeah.
Why does he have to sell himself to them? They have to sell,
That's true.
show him they are good.
Well, when they paying you that
He
much
already
money,
showed us he good.
yeah, but that's in the past. We talking about now in 2025. They paying dude a lot of money, man.
Oh,
That could be like 3 or 4
Because
players.
he's the best player in the world.
How long? I mean, is he really like
like
he's still good? The best? Is he the best right now at 42?
yeah, I mean,
I think it's spurts. But I
Tell
don't
me
think
somebody who's better than LeBron James.
39 40. What, he's 39 40?
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I don't think he could be the best consistently out for what he's getting paid though.
If you can get LeBron for 40 games, that's good.
What's the production look like though? 40 game. What you think?
I
What you would
mean, like he don't need to be sitting out like 20 or 30 games at the beginning of the season, but probably like 4 or 5 here. Okay, we'll see it.
No, what's your production though? What makes you say that's justified?
That's Bron.
It was about
You're
like
gonna
20,
get production.
25 and 5, like 25 and 5.
Bron can do 18 and 8 and 8 or 7 and 7. But if especially the way these other guys are
But that's the
producing,
thing, they're gonna play different when he on the court though.
Yeah, see, they play different. They want to lean on him when he on the court. He got to be the MVP LeBron. So let them man rest.
Is he
Whatever the strategy is,
he don't have to do that.
Is he willing to take that second role? They invested in Luka now.
Bronner sit back and be your
That's
fourth.
what they said. It sounds like he's not saying that though. It sounds like he kind of not liking it.
Why
That's
not?
what's kind of the stuff that's floating around in the media. He not liking second fiddle kind of stuff.
No, I think this is drama, and I think that's for commentators to talk about. You know, this is a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
With common sense.
Okay.
Almost a billionaire, you know.
Yeah.
So,
man, anytime you can have a LeBron on your team, even if he coming out the bench.
I thought the Lakers, y'all was saying he was poo. Y'all was trying to get rid of. Y'all saying he was poo.
And we ain't saying.
I ain't never said that.
Man, people
no matter how old he is, I ain't never said that.
Man, I'm talking about the Lakers fans. The Lakers fans be saying now that they got Luka, they're like, man, we ready to move on to Luka, man.
I mean,
they're not real basketball fans, you know.
Yeah. If you can, man, you can get production like the way they've been getting, just from what I've seen. The center part is kind of still a little shaky because I'm like,
DeAndre Ayton, I don't know. Something happened between him and Monty Williams. I don't know what happened. Something happened.
Oh no, he's solid. He just he didn't.
You gotta stay away from that hookah. Stay away from that hookah, man.
He like they solid, but like with Jackson Hayes, it's kind of like that. He get lost on like, dang, bro. Yeah. You know he's still supposed to protect the rim, even at least alter a shot or something.
He won't shoot threes and stuff. Yeah, cut it out.
But he still.
He want to be like Rui. He want to be like Rui and stuff. He want to shoot threes. Well, I can't shoot threes.
But yeah.
All right, y'all. We get into the topic, man. Government shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
People losing benefits probably by the hour, by the day. Is there a way people can endure the tough times ahead?
Yeah.
What y'all think?
Yeah.
How do they do it? How do you do it? What do you think? What's some of the things you think,
man,
they should do? I know we talked a little bit about it last night, but what you think?
Man, if you ain't watched Everybody Hates Chris, go watch it. If you ain't watched it yet. That's how cheap you gotta be in today's time.
Yeah.
You know, stock up on your beans. You know, learn how to cook beans.
Boy, for
potatoes.
Real. Talking about raw beans, not the beans in the can, raw beans.
Yeah.
Hey, I was in 10 box while I'm playing 10 box. That pork, boy, I know I don't eat it, but hey, they had some nice prices though. I was like, man, I hope I don't go back to slanging yayo because I it was maybe 40. I hope I don't go back to eat, boy.
Man, now everybody, go back to eat. Now y'all gotta eat leftovers. Go back to eating leftovers. You know, I never understood.
You gotta cook to have leftovers though. You gotta cook that much to have leftovers.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You gotta learn.
Man, these young boys, the young girls ain't cooking like that, man.
They ain't got no choice right now.
They ain't doing it though. They've been arguing on. That's what they've been arguing about on social media. Well, I got to do that.
They ain't got no choice.
Dudes want them dancing machines though. You know what I'm saying? They want the dancing machines.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the house from homemaker. They just want dancing. I'll try to find it. I'm about to find it. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. What you think, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can't hear us?
Yeah, my bad. I can hear y'all for a second.
Okay. What you think, man? Is there a way that people endure the tough times ahead if the government stays shut down? What you think, bro?
Yeah, and there is kind of centered around taking SNAP or EBT, but it's for everybody. You know, people go to jobs, they get their college degrees, so they won't have to eat beans, so they won't have to budget. You know, but that's just a way of life. You know, you just gotta be strategic with your spending. You know, in these unsure times, it ain't the time to waste money. You know, buying bags and purses and jeans, $100 here, $1,000 there for just something you gonna put in the closet. Now ain't the time for that. You know, we're uncertain. You know, the government shutting down a lot. They taking away benefits like SNAP. Talking about Social Security and Medicare, we all paid into that. We still currently paying into that.
Already.
And that stuff ain't gonna be here for you. Ain't nothing gonna be for certain. So you get it now, but in 4 months, 6 months, you may not have it. The same people you making fun of on EBT or Snap, it could be your turn next.
I know people don't believe in Halloween.
What we learned in this first year of this administration, is certain people. I know 6-figure government jobs, working from home. Now they got to come back in office. So things can change no matter what side of the field you think you're on. You can think you're on the red team, and then now your people aren't on red team no more. And then when that happened, it happened this morning. So you're good until you ain't good. And they don't give you a 6-month warning you're not going to be good or you're protected. They don't give you a warning you're not going to be protected. They just don't protect you. You just lose everything one morning, So just got to be careful with your spending anyway.
Yeah, everybody gonna feel it, man. Because like I say, I gotta get pulled back up. I want to show people the thresholds of people that be on Snap, and the people that's right above it. You not own it, but you make like a couple of $100 more than the threshold, and then you in this weird zone of trying to get to better, but you're over the Snap kind of deal. And so now you in no man's land where you got to pick between: do I get tissue or do I get hamburger meat?
And it's more.
Do I get bleach? Do I get bleach or do I get bread? You know what I'm saying?
And people thinking it's just about food stamps. No, it's like, daycare vouchers and all that stuff affected by it.
100%.
And people can't take our word. What? He ain't got a babysitter.
What in the world?
Yeah, and that no man's land in the middle is a bad place to be in. Before the EBT, I was in it. Or not EBT. Before this, I was in it. I don't qualify for no benefits, so that means I'm doing good, right? I just make a little bit too much. A couple of hundred here, a couple of hundred there. You $1,000 a month over the threshold, but then something happened, then you struggling. I had a stroke, and then I'm like, I'm in a good place, and now I'm struggling. So
you look at the threshold, right? It says for one person, $1,255 a month. 2 people, $1,700 a month. And you gotta think. I want y'all to think about this. A lot of times, that's somebody's check every 2 weeks. This is said for the whole month, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost, if you don't make it $1,200 a month, you just like almost poverty. Let's say for one person, $1,255 a month is $15,060 a year. How in the world?
That's why you can't tell me somebody choosing to collect food stamps. Ain't no food stamps in the world worth making $15,000 a year. No. You ain't got no benefits for me. If I only make $1,500 a year. I mean, not $1,500 a year, $15,000 a year.
Yeah, boy.
Nobody's getting over on it. Living lavish, being lazy. They're lazy. They're on food stamps. No.
Some people just really need it. Some people really just need it.
Yeah.
They working.
Go ahead.
They're working full time, and they getting food stamps and still barely making it, barely alive.
Because it says 4 people at 32,000. No, for one person, 15,000 a year. So that means if you make another job and they pay you $1,000 more, you outside of the one person. Now, no more food stamps.
Yeah, and guess what? 1 more $1,000 it ain't that much more. You know,
No.
and it ain't like they rich
Absolutely.
now.
No. And this happens a lot to people.
I finally made it out. No, they trying to do better for themselves, and they find that it's harder trying to do better. Once you do better, that's great. But when you try and you're in that naked, that blind spot, that in between spot, it's terrible for you.
Between what 20, what was it, 15? So what, 16 to about 38? It could be pretty rough.
It's in there, anywhere in between there is a dead zone. It's so hard, you know.
Yeah.
And like the people in the bottom, they try to work overtime to try to supplement their income. Now they don't give benefits. So they just earned their way out of their benefits. So now they can't eat because they made more money. So it's crazy.
And that's why you're trying to tell kids, when you graduate high school and you have a clean slate, it's you. We're going to talk about that here in a few minutes on the slide. But your decision making is your currency, man.
Yeah, and that's why in our community it's so hard. Like, you have a little window. You're still under your mama's coverage or your family's coverage. Yeah. And you only get a certain time that you can work a little part-time job, stay at home and go to school, or maybe go to college and get a scholarship and stay in the dorms. That's only 19 to maybe 23. You know, that's the only time in your life you'll get a free ride. And coming up in our community, as a black man or as a black woman.
Even if you get a free ride, because some people, we've seen this, they'll go to school and they family like, no, we need the refund. Like, go ahead and bring that back to the house.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, you don't get the refund. You still helping at home, but that's the situation you in our community. You still got to give back to home. But you don't have to have a full-time job. But if you don't do it in them 3 years or them 4 years, now you're talking about working a full-time job, paying real bills, and then trying to go to school. School is probably going to make the top of the block, and then now you're stuck in a dead-end situation.
Why discipline is important, like time management and discipline is important in those 3 years. What he's saying, you got to be on it, man.
Yeah, because we don't have that, like some other communities, when grandpa got money, gave it to mama, gave it to daddy, and we got maybe a college fund, we got set up for that. We can have more time and more cushion. So even that affects a high school student. When you at high school and you have to work and your mama taking half your check, if not the whole check, because they needed to keep the lights on. So your real world struggle starts in high school. Some people don't know what it's like to struggle in high school, or your high school income is a big part of the household.
I think what I learned about when I started making money too, that's why I really didn't engage in the streets, is your margin for error is so small when you're in a struggle. When you're struggling, you really can't mess up. Like, it sounds crazy, but it's just reality, because any little thing outside of what y'all trying to struggle to pay can be catastrophic. You know what I'm saying? Having to do something crazy and go to court, catastrophic. You got to get a public defender. You can't even afford a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Get the wrong credit card. They talking about we can give you $19,000. You blow the 19, now you $19,000 in debt. They could be catastrophic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your credit will never recover because you'll never have that extra money. And this thing about bills, they keep, like a car note, a mortgage, they keep coming every month. Or a rent. You don't pay them. You owe them what you owed them last month.
Plus,
that's still there, and you still got to pay them for this month. And how do you make a month? You barely paid this month, and you gotta get an extra month. You'll never come back from that. Could you imagine being in a place where you're barely paying the rent, and then you miss a whole month?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you gotta still pay the regular rent, trying to pay back that month you missed. It can take you probably a year if you got to pay man to pay that one extra payment there.
And then, how do you grocery shop? What do y'all think the skill is? It based on your skill level of what you can do in the kitchen when you grocery shop? Like, like they think about the average person. Like me and Phil was talking about, you might have to cook like real beans. Like, how many people really can cook like real beans? You know what I'm saying? Like, not the stuff in the can. Like, actually put in the crock pot, brown beans in the crock pot. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't too much like it no more, but I understand that if I had to do it, I will. But I don't thank God right now I ain't in that place. But teaching kids how to grocery shop, that's the skill. Like, what do you think about that, kid? Learning how to actually grocery shop based on budget. You know what I'm
saying? See, it's skill is a little bit of skill and taste, right? If you get taste, you're gonna want to make something good.
But if you broke, it'll adjust your taste real quick.
So that's where your skill come in there. If you broke and you want some good, you can buy just the dry beans, season them up, put them in the crock pot, get it tender, buy a piece of pot meat, whatever, do whatever you have to do, and you make it taste good. You got a full meal.
Right.
But if you ain't got that much skill, you gotta eat cheap, and you gotta maybe make some hamburger helper, some processed food, your canned goods like that. You on stuff like that because you don't know how to cook. Yeah. You just eat and put something on your stomach.
Yeah. Because we all started with struggle meals.
Oh, 100%. I still do it every now and then. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Man, when we was in high school, bro, my mom cooked pork literally every day. When we was in high school, man, like pork chops, fried pork chops every day. Pork. My mom, she cooked pork every day. Like fried pork chops, fried, baked, or roasted or something like that. But because that's what is the cheapest thing you get. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people
you gotta realize, man. Like when I looked at my mom, look at Mike's mom. She's raising boys, big boys. His mom had boys 15, 6'5". You know what I mean? Like, you got to feed them every day. Every day they're hungry. They want to eat something. 3 meals a day. Matter of fact, 2 meals. Y'all better eat at school, you know.
Oh, leftovers and everything. She know how to cook and have leftovers and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so thank God for moms for being able to do that. My mom and his mom, because she had big boys, football playing, basketball playing, big boys.
I mean, your mom from Hamburg. I know she know how to cook some old school. She's from Hamburg, you know.
For sure. You know, anything.
You know what I'm saying?
And and thinking about not really being hungry, and we ate so much. And we learned how to cook as well.
This was before Pick 5, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, way before.
Man. I remember we used to go to church. She'd put the brown beans in the crock pot before we go to church. Then come back. They be done. We get back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm put them on tonight. Put them on Saturday
make some jiffy real quick. Yeah, throw some jiffy in there real quick. But now when I would go to the grocery store now, you don't really see people over there in the raw meat section though. They be over in the snacks and stuff and the canned food, but you don't see too many people over there in the beef and pork and sometimes in the turkey. A lot of people be eating ground turkey. I be seeing when I go in the grocery store, they get ground turkey, but it don't sit on your stomach the same like beef.
But the ground turkey is kind of trendy, so
like what just how my great grandma used to be.
Oh boy, that's a whole other level of cooking. Yes, sir.
Like she always had 2 deep freezers.
Yep.
Always. One to use one. Man, and then the beans and stuff. They used to be in they used to put them in them little plastic containers.
Yeah, Tupperware bowl. Yeah,
Tupperware.
100%. And use about a cup, baby.
Scoops and that's
it. Yeah, that's all you need. Those jokers swell up in that water. When they swell up in that water, that's it. It's time to go, man.
But she grew a lot of her stuff, so that's why I was like, I kind of got a little bit of niche of that, but like. People gonna have to go back to the barter system.
You can't trust nobody. That's the thing about barter system. You have to trust the other person. You know how dudes is now.
No, don't trust them. You know, you mess up with me once.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to have to worry about getting my goods anymore. You lose your credit or credibility.
Have to be messed over. Sometimes you can't afford to get messed over the beans. If I trade you beans for something, I don't got enough beans to get messed over. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can't afford to mess me over. You mess me over, I spread the word, you get bad credit in the community. So you can't even barter with anybody else anymore.
I'm glad you said that because we both know these people out there, they got bad reputation and people still fool with them. They know they do. And people still fool with them. People are biased, man.
It depends on how bad. When you say bad,
the handyman, they know the handyman is screwed over the neighbor. And it's like, well, he ain't gonna do my house like that. Then he mess around and do your house the same way.
No, you got bad business. You got bad business.
Especially
still people that still fool with them. That's what I'm trying to. All right, I'm trying to tell you.
I don't really see that happening. Like, who wants to lose their money? If I know you got on somebody else, I'm gonna be the lucky one. You know.
Why do you think we stopped doing the bar system? Why do you think we stopped doing it?
Because people started getting money.
Yeah, everybody started being at point and they're making money, and they don't have any skills or anything good to barter.
Barter with, you're right, exactly.
Yeah. So I usually have a skill, plumbing or whatever it is. I can barter that skill for some food because your mama can cook. But now nobody can cook.
Yeah, everybody moved away too. Like, it's not proximity anymore. When you barter, everybody was in proximity. The barber stayed 2 houses down from you. You know what I'm saying? The plumber stayed the next house over. You know what I'm saying? But now everything's spaced out. You know what I'm saying? So
you see, and that now that you say that, it kind of makes sense too. Also, that's why people always go back to the hood because you can have it same stuff right there. And
that's what we were talking about earlier. I think what our homeboy from Pine Bluff was on there. People make it. I got a college degree. My wife got a college degree. So we were move out of the hood, moving out of the community. And when you move out of the community, you gotta buy everything. And you making that money, you can buy everything, but you alienate yourself with success and education. You build walls.
It was a dude on Vlad TV named Peasy. I think that was his name, Peasy from Atlanta. Yeah. I think that's his name.
Peasy from Detroit.
But he said that everybody that did him wrong was the same color as him. He just said the N-word. Everybody did me wrong was the N-word. That's why I called dude over to cut my grass. Next thing you know, somebody kicking in my door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just scoped out my house. He said that happens a lot more. And people don't like to talk about it, but that happens a lot too. Like, I think that happened with barter system too. Like, when the mindset changed, instead of being honest and helping each other out, it's like, oh man, I went over there and did a plumbing on their house, man. They got 80-inch plasmas on the wall. It's trick or treat, man. It's trick or treat time now. You know what I'm saying?
And that happens. Like, let's say that happens once, but 10 people hear about that, and that's 10 people that are closed off. You know, and they spread the word about this legend by getting the doors kicked in. Now, nobody wants to barter.
Because it's kind of like we was talking about yesterday at the gas station on Asher across from Kaufman Lumber. It's got a bad reputation, but for some reason, people still go there. I don't know why, but people still like to go there. You know,
I mean, when you're young, of course you're gonna go there.
It be old dudes getting hemmed up.
Oh, they still out here. You know, they not
old bull. I think I see the old bull got knocked clean out, smooth out. He was asleep on the curb, man.
Talk crazy. Think you gonna talk crazy?
You know, counting the sheep. Pop! One.
Yeah, and looking around in your surroundings, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. The club out. I'm in some gas station. Everybody outside. This is the setting where people get shot, jumped, everything. I don't need to be here. You know, I don't have anything against going to the club or being out, but when you see yourself in certain situations,
you gotta assess the risk. That's what I say. You just gotta assess the risk, and she can't handle it. You know what I'm saying?
But some old people be like, "Well, that's a gas station right there. Let me stop on there. Stop over there."
All right, man. All right, let's have a little fun.
Look before you leap.
Pick one. Birdman said he was the number one stunner in the verses. Who you think was number one stunner if you had to pick, Master P or Baby?
P first to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go P too.
Yeah, no. P is good. I like the No Limit Chains and all that. Triple gold, but
Baby took it.
Baby them took it to another level with the diamonds in their teeth, with the rims, the cars, and the jewelry. They just did stuff that didn't make sense. So when it comes to stunning, I'm gonna go with Baby.
I'm gonna go with P because, like I say, that's what when I was in high school in the '90s, being around them kind of dudes down at the detail shop and stuff. They depicted everything just about what Master P did, like gold datings, you know what I'm saying, Lexus, buying cars cash or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the white Dickie suit or the bro. He had the long sleeve Dickie suit. That's what made it even colder, man. It almost like a dress suit. It
man made work where it looked clean and you know people
that wasn't even green screen. Kids don't realize that wasn't even green screen with P. He was actually there was Lexus with some gold datings on it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy how once you look at it, like black people take anything and just over popularize it. You know what I'm saying?
The next level, anything, even Apple Watch, they're gonna put the
like we lead the culture. We always do what's trendy. They follow us. You know,
boy. I think the game he had Dayton's on the Bentley, man. He put the Dayton's on the Bentley, man. The Bentley GT, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll find a way to stunt. But Baby, though, even though I'm gonna pick Master P, Baby did take stunting to another level. Though. I mean, you gotta think T-shirt and Jabos. I mean, who didn't have that at some point? You know what I'm saying? I know I did.
That boy hopping
out. I was cutting grass in him for a while, a couple years ago. I didn't got rid of them now, but yeah, them Jabot jeans, man. I didn't have no gangster reads. I couldn't get down with them aerobic Reeboks, man. That wasn't my thing.
Man, I still got it.
Man, you messed the front of them shoes up so quick, man.
I sold a few and I still got a few, man. Them was still comfortable.
I ain't gonna lie though, even though P had this, but when Bling Bling came out though, boy, that changed it. Well, Master P though, Master P had them gold days, so he's right. And that break them off some, man, boy. The Ice Cream Man CD was cold, man. A lot of people don't. If my kids ain't gonna realize that.
Yeah, the whole thing.
The Ice Cream Man CD was cold though. They used to bump that at parties. And they ain't even mixed. They just played the CDs all the way through. Oh man.
It's wild times.
Yeah, what a time to be alive. All right, guys. If we was talking to a group of kids and you was talking about self-development, if you had to pick an order or you had a couple of things, what do you think some of the order? Like, do you learn individual development first before you start getting into knowledge and then learn race, then learn corporate and politics? Or how do you have a different order of things you think like you have to learn? The reason why I would say individual first, you need to learn about yourself first. Yeah. A lot of people, they get old and still don't know who they are. Like, what's your personality like? You know what I'm saying? Or who are you? What you like, what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? What make you mad, what don't make you mad. You know what I'm saying? What trigger you, what don't. You know what I'm saying? Who you need to be around, who you don't need to be around. You know what I'm saying? But what y'all think, though, before I start getting into that, though?
Yeah, knowledge of self, man. That's the main thing, you know. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you know, thank God for another day.
Yeah.
You know, just look in the mirror and like, who am I? You know what I'm saying?
100%. Individual. Yeah, individual knowledge, 100%.
Yeah. And all the extra stuff, you know, you always gonna come into knowledge and it's just, like you say, what you take in, you know, pause.
What you take?
But you can and don't be scared to, you know, not say don't be scared. Don't just keep it all to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. What you think, Jay, before I play this video?
Right. Is there order to self development? I hate to say this, but it starts early, and a lot of times you get a lot of your habits from your parents. You know, they
Oh,
gotta instill that
100%.
structure in you.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't want to realize it. Still got bad habits that we developed when we were kids.
Mhm.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
You know, so parents, I beg you just to teach and instill those good habits in your children. And if you're an adult, start with little bits of discipline. You know,
Yeah.
we all eat 3 times a day. Some of us eat 4 or 5.
I don't eat 3 times a day.
We can
Yeah.
manage that. You have control over what goes in your mouth. You know,
Yeah, I've been working on it. Maybe 2. The most I eat now is 2. I don't eat 3 times a day no more. That's just too much.
but but you know, you don't want to slow down your metabolism too much. But
I think you can
you
train your
have to
body.
find what works for you.
Don't make
You
me go
know,
next. You about to make me say the honorable Elijah Muhammad said if you eat 1 time a day, nah, let me stop.
Yeah. And guess what? You don't have to eat no time today. You know, you can eat once a week if you want to. It's possible. I done went 3 days without eating. But why? You know, start little. Start in your own way. Self-development, a little exercise of walking. You know, start little. And that's the best way
How long did it take y'all to learn about yourself? How long did it take y'all to learn about yourself? Like to
still
know
learn.
Yeah.
It's the everyday thing. Especially losing the ability to talk, walk, use your hands. You know, you really see what starting over is like. Well, you talking about money, career, and all this stuff. Going back to school. Well, try to learn how to walk again. Try to learn how to talk again. You know, brush your teeth. This is different. So self-development starts with self-discipline, and we can start that any day. We can start that today. You know, just
100%.
maybe food, exercise, 10 push-ups.
Yeah, because I would tell the
8
kids
sit-ups.
before you get into the extra stuff like race, corporate, and politics, really learn about yourself first. It's better to do that first. Some people get lost in the race, you know what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying know about yourself first, who you are first, before you get to the race, corporate, and politics. It's best to do that first. Before you start dealing with people, know about yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because when you know about yourself, you know who not to deal with. Like, this ain't a good person to deal with based on who I am. This ain't gonna be no long term.
Yeah, it's stacking the grades. It's like he said, it's easier said than done, but start little.
Let me play this video. Set this video up real quick. Let me see.
Much. And guess what? I didn't even have
Y'all heard it?
Why, Chop? Because you've been famous since you were 16.
Turn it up a little
For
more.
those that do want to get at you. Wait. We never asked why'd you take out your perms and when
I can't. That's the max. I think that's just a
You
clip.
want me to keep it real?
Keep it real, like
I ain't never think.
yeah, because I have to. I'm glad I didn't get you out of here without asking.
Don't lie to you.
Go ahead.
One day I woke up. I was asleep, and I paused. I sucked my teats.
Yeah.
I grew up that way. I'm just used to it. I said, ew, that shit stank. I said, I can't take these slugs. I'm talking about I was iced the fuck up.
Come on,
I wasn't bullshitting. I was 32. Slug. That 32.
Yeah, that's all 32 teeth slugged out.
Bro, you getting older anyway. You dig? And not even that though, Joker. This year, I'm removing the tattoos off my face too.
Oh damn.
Because it's a certain amount of time when you gotta look in the mirror and say, I gotta change this shit up. I live my fun life for tattoos on the face and slug the fuck up, and I can't lay back there and say I'm just ghetto guy no more. Why? Because number one, I don't live in the ghetto. I don't. What am I portraying? You heard me? What am I trying to solidify? Who am I validating myself to? I'm grown, bro. I'm not that person no more. And say, bro, and it's okay that you're not the person that you was. Because back in it, I feel like I got shot. Say, bro, that was light work. Because the things I was doing out there, I should have been killed. So let's keep it real. I was cutting up. Gang bang, all that weird ass. No offense to the gang bangers, but in my mind, all that weird ass shit, I was doing too much. And guess what? I didn't even have to. Why, Chop? Because, nigga, you've been famous since you were 16. What the fuck is you doing? Why you got tattoos on your face and doing this still? Man, fuck all that. I'm grown. I'm taking this tattoo shit off my face. I done cleaned up my fucking mouth because I got a beautiful smile. You heard me? I'm talking about Kodak. You heard me? So why the fuck, who I got to prove? What am I trying to play, tough? You know, tough niggas die. Tough niggas don't survive. Smart niggas do. And I'm just no longer that guy no more.
So I see you got the black.
What y'all think, man? Some people come to that point. I had to come to that point. I wasn't no tough guy now, but I had to realize, what am I really doing? Like, what am I really doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I really had to evaluate myself. What am I really doing?
Mm-hmm. Gotta get up out of that survival mode. You know.
Yeah.
That's all.
Even when I was in survival mode, sometimes you got to do it in survival mode. Like when I got fired from Red Cross, man, I was on unemployment, man, going to school. I had to make up my mind, even in survival mode, man. It's go time, man. I'm not going to play around, man. It was hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying, man, if you want to get out, man, it ain't gonna never be a perfect time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Like I gotta make good decisions, some good solid decisions. Starting now, you know what I'm saying? And work off of that. One touchdown at a time.
Yeah, it ain't never gonna.
Yeah.
You're right. It ain't never gonna be the right time. And
boy.
And that's why Mike talk about the young. That's why he was talking about youth all the time. You know, it's easier if you get it right the first time. The more times you have to redo it, the longer it takes, and the more stuff you have to go through. You know, doing stuff. Some of this stuff, some stuff people think is basic. We're doing it at 40. It's harder at 40. You know, it would have been easier at 24 or 22.
You got more will, you got more vigor.
But we learned, we had fun, you know, but the fun wasn't worth it, you know.
Yeah. Boy, it was. I said, well, my thing is, if I could give this insight to a kid, and they don't have to go through the same stuff we went through, they could make better decisions than we did and get there earlier. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to think that it was a wash, but God showed me I learned a lot of things about people and life through the things that we did, even though it may not have been the right things, but I learned a lot. You know, that's why when I talk about, like, people laugh and talk about bust down, I talk to my wife about it. It's like only somebody that dealt with bust downs would understand what I'm saying. If you never dealt with them, you ain't gonna understand. You're gonna think all girls are pure and angels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's two things. Well,
what you gonna laugh? You said it's not true? It's not true. Why are you laughing?
I forgot what I was gonna say about but the wisdom that I wish I would have known. Somebody tried to tell me when I was younger. Somebody tried to tell me the right thing, you know. But I wasn't thinking what for me. I didn't think
the right thing, Brian.
What the right thing was. So all the advice I'm trying to give to people, somebody tried to give it to me at an early age. But just in a spot where I couldn't receive it, you know.
You know what I think too? The difference was, Jay. A lot of people, maybe we only talk to them one time and that's it. I think if you really, like, we had a center and you talk to kids over a period of time, like I said, we started in like 8th or 9th grade and they came there after school and we talked to them over a period of years. It may not be all of them, but I think some of them would take that and roll with it. If you really,
but I don't think God stayed with me. He stayed with you for us to get that lesson, right? But no man is going to do that. Keep giving you good advice, force feed you good advice down your throat when you're too stubborn to take it. You know, they're
That's why I
not
said
going to
you're
do
not gonna
that.
reach all
You
of
know,
them. You're not gonna reach all of them. I get that, but I think you will reach some of them. You may not. You can't
yeah.
like say,
But guess what? You reach some of them the first or second time. You tell them something good, they can recognize it. I was one of those ones that didn't recognize it when I was getting it. You know,
I mean, I was Jack D
but
number 2
thank God
before.
he still working with me.
Boy,
But
thank God he allowed me to come back home, right? The prodigal son. I
Yeah,
had to go
because
all the way
I
to
could
the
have been
big
thrown
spot.
away. But you were talking about buzz downs, right?
Yeah.
The way you judge women is crazy to me because we made the same mistakes and
So,
our
let me
lives
give you a
somehow
situation. Let me give you a
still
situation.
have value. We're not buzz downs, we're not washed up,
Let me
but
give
they
you a
are.
situation. Let me give you a situation. We know this. We know 2 dudes. We know this. We know 2 dudes, right? One dude was talking to this girl, and the girl didn't want to talk to him for whatever reason. Who knows? But his homeboy talked to the girl, and she went through with it, right? She saw both of these dudes together. She knew both of these dudes was like brothers, right? And guess what the other dude did? He took the girl over to his brother's house, and she saw the pictures and everything. And he still smashed. Is that a bust down? Is that bust down behavior? If she walk into the house and see like, wait a minute, but we finna go. Is that bust down behavior?
No, it's stereotypically bust down behavior, yes. But look at the value of that woman, right? Let's fast forward it. Like this literally us, right? So fast forward, what is her value now? You know, this woman, she's had some kids. She's got, huh?
Is somebody franchising?
Somebody should, because that's a good woman. She's had kids. She got a degree. She's a working woman. You know, that's just some. It's just one thing she did in her past. You know, that woman still has a lot of value. You don't like her because you want her purity.
No. I'm not saying pure. I'm saying dudes at that time. You gotta know what you're dealing with, man. I'm just saying you gotta know what you're doing.
You know, yeah. At that time, she wasn't ready to be a wife either. And at that time, you wasn't ready, or me, we weren't ready to be husbands either.
You hear me say that I wasn't in my 20s. I tell my wife that she don't believe me. Like I wasn't ready to be married in my 20s.
So it's fine judging them how high they acted, but you can't judge yourself.
I do judge myself all the time. I do judge myself.
But you don't consider yourself a bust down. You don't consider yourself worthless right now.
You know what girls also say though, and the girls, I don't know if a girl told you that, but I've been told that by girls. They said that, how would you have the experience if you wasn't a bust down? How do you know how to bat 36% in Major League if you never went up to bat?
That's why I like a woman to know what. That's why myself, I like a quote unquote buzz down, right? Because I want somebody to know something.
I'm saying when you try to deny that you are.
I don't deal with women who they are inside or what they've done. Okay. But you're trying to condemn these women for making choices in their 20s.
That's what I be saying.
I just gave you a scenario, but you said she's not a bust down.
That's what I be saying. She done found the Lord and everything.
I mean, God, but he can find the Lord.
When you get a good number and you start finding out stuff, you start seeing stuff, you get the cues and stuff. You have to make that determination, right or wrong.
No, are you talking about now or then? Yeah,
I'm married now. I don't care about now. I got my wife, but I'm saying when I was
I'm talking about women of our age range, right?
If a woman, we just had a video. I was just showing people the video yesterday. This woman had to be somebody grandma. She on stage with crotch shorts on, talking about, do men respect women that get smashed on the first date?
Yes, but
get out of here.
It's whatever situation it is. You 44 years old and you trying to get on stage to shake your butt in a concert. trying to be seen.
Nah, this was one of them little conversation, little forums or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
Yeah, man. I think it's crazy when men
judge. You have
judge.
to understand in context what a bust down is, and you can't franchise a bust down. You can franchise a bust down.
Yeah.
Yes. What are you talking about? What are you? There's a sensual choice that somebody made. In our case, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Who cares?
Yeah, if you was a hoe too, if
You
you
know,
was a hoe,
what are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. You know what I mean?
you're a reformed hoe. If
So
you
you trying to condemn this woman because she did something in the past?
I'm dealing with them and where they at. Like they say, meet them where they at. I'm meeting them where they at. I'm not gonna do nothing more, nothing less. If I determine you're a bust down, I'm not gonna do nothing more, nothing less. If I determine it's a used car, it's a used car. I'm not gonna pretend like this 9500 Accord is a 2000 2600 Accord.
We're talking about people. We're not talking about cars.
But I'm just giving you an analogy.
I don't want a one owner car. I don't want that girl.
I don't want a one on the car. I don't want a one on the car, but I don't want no enterprise rental car either. I don't want no enterprise rental car either. You want an enterprise rental car?
You know, it's a fine line between.
Dancing.
No, it's for two a car with two owners and a car with $1 million. You know, it's a lot of space in between them.
Up and down the highway. Rental car, Enterprise, Memphis to Washington, Nashville.
Well, maybe I'll take that one.
Bring it back.
That just below a rental. You know, I don't necessarily want a rental. But just below it, like, you know.
Thank you, John.
You know nobody don't got a rental car like it's theirs. You know they gonna hot dog it.
That's why I was trying to explain.
It ain't my car. I'm gonna turn it back in. You know they gonna hot dog.
Yeah, but man, you are very passionate about a woman's history. You know, I don't care, bro.
The young boys know what you're dealing with. Don't try to make something out of more than what it is. That's all I'm saying.
But if a man is out here hoeing around,
same thing. I say the same thing. If a dude out here hoeing around,
guess what? A man hoe would deserve a woman hoe.
But what I'm saying is,
they'll be happy to
get in that situation. Don't try to make it more than what it is, y'all too.
But
right?
now you keep saying like this man is so virtuous.
It's like
don't deal with this woman.
It's like you're trying to make Chris Carter Randy Moss.
No, I'm not trying to force nothing. That ain't. If you get bad character,
I'm telling you.
No, you get bad character. You get bad character. But you trying to say that a person who has necessarily like 10 to 12 bodies, this person's moral compass is wrong. You know.
No, I'm saying that I'm treating them for what they are. In my 20s, that's why I treat them for what they are. I'm not going to make them more than what they are. Because we've seen dudes that went down a path dealing with girls like that.
No.
And it didn't go well.
Yeah, I completely understand and agree with you. But you're saying their value in their whole life, there will never be worth anything again. And that's where you're wrong.
I'm saying the risk associated dealing with a bust down. It's a lot of slew of stuff that come with that. And if you can deal with that, totally fine. But
no, if they still doing bust down behaviors, it's too much risk. That's risky. But if they did that 5-10 years ago, they're not doing that behavior no more.
Like when you in your 20s and you meeting girls at different clips, you meet them at different places. You have to find out what this person is, who you dealing with, right?
Yeah, if they're currently.
Before I give you my number, I want to let you know I'm a bust down. They're not gonna tell you that. You have to know that from dealing with them.
And it's fine. That is completely fine.
That's what I'm saying. But you said trying to say
no. What I'm saying you're wrong is you didn't value a person's whole life because of choices they made.
What you saying is you went to Jim Jones camp and drunk the Kool-Aid, man. That's what you saying.
I know what I like. You know, and you got to do what I like and be down with the program. You have the criteria way. You got to be.
So you'll marry a bust down?
For sure.
I wouldn't. No.
Not a current buzz down. Like now, if she got to buzz down.
Bingo.
No, she's not a current buzz down.
No,
Bingo.
yeah.
I'm married ex buzz down.
Because I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm that down because I did some stuff in the past. But as long as you're not currently partaking in those behaviors, we can work.
And I'll tell you that when I was younger, you deal with older women. They'll say that they have told me this. I'm talking about the women have told me this when I got in my 20s. Older women, it's like, you need to talk to, not saying that it's the right thing, but it's like you need to talk to mother because now you know what you're doing when you talk to me. I know you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to teach you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what
Mike,
I have been told.
Mike, you're a groom, sir.
You said what?
You're a groom.
Guess what?
Groom. He did describe grooming to a T. But
it's like women.
But the thing is, get married.
So you saying women don't want to do they can perform? Are you saying that they don't want to do that?
No, evidently. Go ahead. What would you say, Peel?
No, I was saying, go ahead, Peel.
Mike, you're a groom.
I know. I'm telling you, I grew up in a different world. That's why I'm trying to tell you, Peel. Like the experience is crazy, man. I can't get into it deep, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Like John can tell you, we could just be riding in the car. We had the Monte Carlo. We just ride in the car, and the girl flag you down. What are you supposed to do?
Look,
well, how do you handle that? You know what I'm saying?
And that's what
we just talking about something. We probably laughing about a football game.
But what happened to you makes you see women in a jaded light, right?
No, because even before I met my wife, when I knew to settle down, I knew the difference, right? I was a girl before my wife. It was like 5 years, I think. I got out the game and everything. I was totally out the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know the difference.
What I'm saying is also, I didn't have to have none of that, and
that's fine.
And still would deal with the same type of caliber. Because guess what? I was groomed also. You know what? I'm gonna make.
What I'm saying is, I have the experience and can articulate when you get deep in the crazy world of dating, like dealing with like that kind of stuff. Like I can articulate that. The most people don't want to talk about. And people be disingenuous. You hear them talking about on social media, like. I don't know. Like I always say, ain't no rules in dating. People think it's rules, but ain't no rules in dating, man. Everybody don't go by the same rules. Everybody wasn't raised by the same people. You know what I'm saying? And you got all these people mixed in, bringing their own little rules and how they do stuff. And then it turns to a competition. I'm going to get you before you get me. Some people like that. Some people like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like selling the magic beans. You know, anything's possible. No, it ain't nothing possible. Anything's possible, though. Sound good.
Yeah, so a lot of men another thing you do, you would like to separate homemaker and a hoe. You either be one or the other.
No, I said the skill. Which mutually exclusive. No, I said which skill would you rather have?
Yeah, like they're mutually exclusive. Like you can't have both a little mixture.
It's kind of like a matrix, kind of like NFL draft. Do you want speed or do you want power? Which one?
I'm gonna pick the hoe every time because you're gonna make.
No, I want the homemaker. Like I say, I value somebody that want to raise.
That's crazy. So we're groomed. Men are taught that get a woman to make the house. She's not gonna want to have sex.
Biblical,
yeah,
right?
no, that's
woman.
not. But
versus woman, right? Versus woman, right?
Versus woman is biblical, but so all your desires aren't biblical. You want to have sex with your wife. Want to have a wife that wants to have sex with you because she desires it versus it's her duty. And you being married to a woman that sucks your dick like it's a chore is crazy. Being married to a woman, well, it's been a month. I guess I gotta give you some. Nobody wants to be married to somebody like that. Nobody wants to sexually assault their wife or feel like it in a marriage and to negotiate when is a good time to be intimate. When I was when I was dealing with these loose women,
dealing with bust downs.
They liked me.
Now you're projecting,
and they had sex with me for fun. Now I got this woman in my house that I'm taking care of, paying bills for, and doing all this, raising her kids. That doesn't want to talk to me, doesn't want to have sex with me, doesn't want to listen to me, but she take care of the kids. No, I'm not dealing with that.
But you know what I learned? I tell my you know what I learned from dating though, like talking to different women. You learn how to have a woman attracted to you, even when she don't like you. It's not easy to do, but it can be done.
Yeah, that sounds like a woman.
You learn the argument, the dynamic, and all that stuff. You understand, you know, you might have to give her some space, and she probably gonna call you in a couple of days. But then the marriage is different. But I'm just saying, you understand the ins and outs of like the dynamic of dealing with women on that level. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy.
Yeah. And I see that, you know, but that sounds like we're in a partnership, and we don't really like each other, but we're taught to be around each other, you know, and I don't want that. If you don't want to be here, don't be here.
It's the art of attraction. I'm talking about like the art of attraction, though. Like,
yeah,
like say the game. You got too much game. Like, she can get mad at you, but she gonna realize, you know what? He batting 360. I got to have it. You know, I'm mad at him, but you know
that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Hoes make the best housewives.
I don't know about that.
I agree with you, but a woman who had to think about Savannah, this is a good man. You know, that woman thinking about like, well, I don't want to give him none. He get on my nerves, but he show is good with them kids. He show provide. He show is smart. He show is loving. He show is a protector. I better give him some off the strength of that, and I don't want that.
I don't have a problem, but I like the reason why I value
I'm not saying you personally, but you're choosing. You keep choosing this homemaker.
When I seen it for myself, when I seen the homemaker skill for myself, and I seen how valuable it is for me, that's why I say it's a valuable thing to have somebody.
But I can do all the stuff.
To wash your clothes, somebody that wants to take care of the house. To me, that's a skill.
But I can do all that stuff myself.
But that's cool because if you do all that stuff yourself, what time do you have to go out and kill what you eat?
But I cannot do the other stuff that Peel's girl, the hoe, can do. I can't do that to myself.
But guess what? You know what's crazy about the bust down? That's learned behavior too, right?
Yeah. Right? And she does. She wants to do what she learned.
If I get the homemaker skill and over time she learns that, I'm coming out on top double.
What woman? What I've been dealing with women all my life. Either they do or they don't. They don't ever. They on one side of the fence or the other. She not gonna want. When I first get married, I was so timid, blah blah blah. And now I'm a freaking sheets. No, I ain't never heard a story like that. Well, niggas keeping that secret.
When you got Phil Jackson kind of game, man, it's hard to explain. Man. I can't get you to understand it. It's hard to explain. Zen, it's like Zen, man. He's like the Zen master. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I would always go with
yeah. So the last one, man.
I'm with Peel.
Can pride blind a person from understanding, especially men?
For sure. Definitely our previous conversation has got a lot to do with pride.
Come on, fact.
If you get a woman that's too prideful or don't want to submit to your leadership or your place as the man as the head of household, that can destroy your marriage. If you're too prideful to listen to anybody, that'll make you a bad student. So pride can mess up anything you want to accomplish in life, whether it's being a student.
Do you think a young man, if we're talking to young dudes, what do you think they should determine about a woman before they get married? Before they say, yes, this is the one. What do you think? They should have a checklist, or what do you think? If both of y'all could even, like if you had like a top 5 or something like that.
First of all,
you always hear women say this, but we don't never hear men talk about like what's like the top 5 you think that they should think about. You know what I'm saying?
it's tough to
Here,
try
you
to
want to
say
go
it right
first?
now.
We're building
Yeah,
a perfect wife. Top 5 qualities.
yeah. It's tough trying to explain it right now.
Well, just think about it later. Then we'll make an
But
episode around it. We
Yeah,
probably gonna make
We'll make that a homework assignment. We can think about it and
yeah.
get some good answers because we have all three lived life, had experience in long
Oh,
term
think about this.
relationships.
Growing up in the streets, you know that it's wrong to break in somebody's house and ransack the house, but does pride blind you from thinking about like jail time and stuff like that? The
nah,
pride?
that ain't got nothing to do with pride.
Because we're doing some shicey scandalous stuff at the bottom of the barrel. So that's some pretty shameful stuff. But the pride is I deserve what somebody else has.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right, the pride, right? Trick or treat.
So my entitlement in grants me the ability and the right to break in somebody's house, and I'm entitled to everything they own.
All right, let me give you another
And they can
scenario.
get you killed.
The stuff that happened in the 80s. Did men get blinded by their pride by having 2 or 3 different families around town, like in the same area? You go over Susie house, you go over Tina house, then you go over Ruby house. Is that a
But
pride thing?
No, that's been going on.
No.
But
The
is it a
pride
pride
gets you in
thing?
those
It
situations.
blinds you from understanding that you can't be at 3 places at one time, though.
Yes, those are the real world consequences you got to deal with. Your pride wants to have sex with 3 different women on 3 different nights. But the real consequence of that is taking care of 3 different families now.
Right. Yeah.
So your pride will definitely, in all the examples, get you in trouble. And that's how your pride gets you in trouble. Because you think you deserve something just because.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, pride got me in trouble a lot of times. Jack be nimble. I'm Jack be nimble. I'm Jack be quick until you get burned on the candlestick.
Yeah, man. I'm not. I watch where I spill my wax. So
hey, how many jumps did you got? You only can jump over that candlestick so many times, but the muscles gonna start.
Yeah, I ain't playing with nobody else's candlestick my own. I see y'all, man. My phone getting low.
All right, bro.
All right.
So, Peel, what do you think, man, about pride? What do you think? Some scenarios, man, that pride can blind you from understanding. What you think, bro? We'll get out of here. We're gonna close it out.
Pride be like, I'm too good to get a job or something like that. I'm too prideful to be like, you know what? I probably need some help. Help moving this furniture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, too. Thinking you don't need knowledge, right? We was talking about knowledge earlier. Sometimes pride would be like, nah, I was there one time. Like, I don't got to go to college. I don't need that. I don't got to do that. Till you find out you in that dead zone. When you see you in that dead zone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that dead zone kick in, you in there making. I was making 32. It's like, man, this ain't it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but pride it just all depends on when is a time to be proud.
Oh, 100%. I get that. It's definitely a balancing act because when you're growing up, different arenas, you have to have some kind of inflated confidence, and sometimes you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes pride can get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at. Some area you live in the hood, pride can get you killed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trying to be tough. Hey, boy, just give it up.
Yeah. You gonna shoot me? Put the gun right there. Shoot me. Bow.
Oh,
you wanna be prideful. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Some dudes get this. Some dudes turn it on. They can't turn it off though, man. It's
and
tough,
they
man.
look at it. That's why a lot of stuff be like, man, ain't nobody taking my stuff, boy. Once the time come, like just don't give it up, bro.
Yeah.
Like
you got insurance, man. Just keep it up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it ain't good to play in the streets, because when you in the streets, you almost gotta have pride, because if somebody takes something from you and the word get out and you don't do nothing about it, then they coming. And they're not gonna stop coming. It's no different than jail. That's what unfortunate, but
like it's
Like if you're
When you
selling
took
dope,
her,
somebody rob you and you don't get back at them. If you find out who it is, you don't get back at them.
yeah, that's
Everybody
right.
gonna want to rob you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
Like stuff didn't happen in the neighborhood, stuff like that. Like once somebody be like, "Oh man, they did what?"
Yep.
You know, such and such did this, and like, sure,
Yeah.
and it is what it is. Then, but you
Yeah.
know, I always tell people like it's the yin and the yang. You can't save everybody,
You can't.
but
You can't.
it's the ones that's they stuck in between, and and not every person that do something is just a bad person.
No.
Some,
No. You
some,
don't start out bad. It's like a process to lead up to it. Unless it's just something extreme, it happened at one time.
yeah.
Most of the time, it's a process. If you really pay attention, even when you hear dudes in jail they talk about it was a process that led up to really what got them the crazy time. You know what I'm saying? They did a bunch of little things that added up to the big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Once you get
But
away with it, like one or two times, like
yeah. I
that's
mean,
smart.
sometimes you get away with it. It's the surroundings that you in. That some people get influenced really fast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Master P, man, made a lot of dudes want to hustle. I mean, whether he want to admit it or not, I mean, a lot of dudes wanted to hustle, man. Ride that Lexus LS 400 with the gold days. A lot of dudes want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think P known for like just hustling drugs.
No,
Even
no,
though
no, no, not the other drug. They wanted to sell dope that had to look like with the ride the gold days and stuff. That was the quickest way that most people would do it.
that's why I say
Yeah.
I don't think P
Well, he did because
used
Ice Cream Man.
that was
I mean,
just
he was talking about selling ice cream, but it wasn't ice cream. Like he did talk
yeah.
about dope. Yes,
I
he did. Yes, he
yeah,
did. I
that's
take
what I'm
that back.
saying. Like
He just packaged it a different way where it was palatable. You know what I'm saying?
But he
That's why I be
also
trying to tell you, my cousin. Like if you repackage it and articulate, that's kind of what he did. He articulated the hood stuff in a different way.
for those that's been around it and
Yeah,
know what he talking about, like
yeah,
like but we all know P as a hustler. It just wasn't just that one thing. Like some people just
right.
know for
Yeah.
you just that
When he got
one thing.
legit, he showed you that you could hustle without having to sell dope. Like he had the record company, he had a cell phone company, he had no limit real
Man,
estate.
everything.
That dude had no
Cereal,
limit
man.
everything. I think he had no limit
Chips.
cereal back then. You know, ain't no telling, man.
Chips. No, he had it.
Yeah,
Like
you know what
he
I'm saying?
made rap
Yeah,
snacks famous. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's just really brand new. Like probably like
yeah.
6 years old now. You
Like, that's why
know?
I'm proud of Boosie, man. He didn't let pride blind him. He's like, man, I'm the king of Baton Rouge. I'm gonna stay here. It wouldn't have been well, man. If he would have stayed there, man,
Mhm.
it wouldn't have been well,
Af-
man.
After that, like, it was just it probably saved like sometimes
Yeah,
people say
yeah,
that like jail saved. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
You know,
No.
but when you grow up, when you've been around it so long, it just seems normal. Like
Yeah.
everything be seeming normal, but then when you get around other people, like damn, that shit wasn't
Like
normal.
with Chopper, man, he said he said he grew up, man. He got tired of it, man. When you got
Mhm.
32 slugs, man, that ain't boy. I mean, you got teeth all the way in the back of your mouth. Don't
Oh,
nobody even see those teeth get slugged out.
the whole thing, you know.
Man, you only really need about 8. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
You
Like
see,
Project Pat about the 8
yeah,
slugs. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You
full
got
silence
32.
and
Like baby,
yeah,
but baby, I think baby influenced that though.
yeah,
Baby got 32. You know what I'm saying?
man. But that's
Yeah.
what it always. I stressed that enough. Like, man, you don't realize, like, damn, this is kind of messed up.
What's that?
Like, like, we never celebrated Halloween, right?
Who?
I didn't. We never was able to celebrate
I
Halloween.
mean, my mom, we went to like churches or something, like carnivals at little churches or something like that.
Like,
Sometimes we went trick or treating, but most of the time it was mostly like at church events or something like that.
we
Nothing
never.
crazy. Hmm.
I said, man, I said, this was like my first time ever really putting on a costume. I was
I
like,
don't- Yeah, I did when I was younger. I did, but yeah, once I got older, I think me and Leroy, rest in peace, Leroy, we used to do little crazy stuff for Halloween sometime. I got my auntie to make me like a baby suit one time. Who was at the mall or stuff. Give me like a onesie. I still got that thing in the closet somewhere too. Shout out to Annette, man. Shout out to Annette, man. When I put it on, boy, that's my big baby.
And I think I was there around that time.
Huh?
Yeah, I think I was there around that time. Like,
It was on Facebook. We was straight kicking it, man. That was his roommate, man. We was straight kicking it.
oh no, that was afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, we was this was what? Oh my God. Was it 2010? Something like that?
I was.
It's on Facebook somewhere. I know it. I think I was just showing somebody there one time, but yeah, man. Just tell them young bulls out there, don't let your pride, man, put you in the pen, man. It ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of them is heading that way anyway. Like I was trying to tell them, like they don't know it. I said, man, they bought all that land up north.
Yeah.
Boy,
They want you. They want you to go in there and steal groceries. They want you to. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. See what happens. They ready. They gonna be ready for to fill them up. Yeah, go ahead and do it, man. They ain't playing, man. They ain't playing around.
And don't give them a reason. But if people hold out and do exactly what they're supposed to be doing, like, you know what? Don't fold. Don't fold.
Don't fold for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't fold, man.
Even with people, that haven't received checks, don't fold because they can't just kick you out. They can't just kick you out.
No.
Don't fold. And
if you in jail, you really in trouble. When you in jail, you really can't provide then. At least when you out, you got a chance to provide. But when you locked up, you can't provide. You in there trying to survive individually now.
Look, and it's strategic. Like, it's election time now.
Yeah.
Everything was.
When is it mid-November? Is it mid-November?
Yeah, mid towards. Well, they doing a run right now.
Do you want to do a podcast episode where we talk about the candidates? Let's look at the candidates.
No, that's probably for somebody else.
Okay. I thought you was in politics, man. I thought you be in politics.
I am, and I'm gonna just tell you, just go and vote Democrat.
I thought you don't want Republican no more, man.
No, I ain't never voted Republican except one time. Except one time I did. Not, and it ain't within the past 20 years. I tell you that. But
I don't care about neither one. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm more individual economics, individual politics first. You gotta get yourself to a place to where you can even fool with that from a place to where you can learn more about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, if it ain't the locals and learn about your school zones and all that stuff. That's what that should be a class that they teach anyway.
They probably do, but ain't nobody gonna go to appeal. They don't even go to city meetings. They don't even go to the zone meetings.
Like I said,
when you get off at 5, the last thing you want to do is go to a community center and sit there and listen to it.
He ain't got no choice. That's why I'm
doing it. Why they not doing it though, Phil? They've been doing it for years.
Because once people that moved away from the communities,
but it's people that live in the community that don't go there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And those are the ones that don't know nothing. It's the ones that
nah, that's some people that know. It be signs up and everything. They just don't go to it. They just don't go to it.
Bro, they just putting the signs up, bro. That's their cousin. That's their cousin.
I've heard people say, man, I'm going home. I'm finna go home and kick my feet up, man. I ain't studying that stuff, man.
Yeah, because people don't want to listen. Like, if I give you the whole game of how this stuff really works, it's mind blowing because you really be wasting your breath.
Yeah, I'm with you. We saying the same thing actually, but yeah, I'm with you. Even learning economics, like I was telling my boy Nick, the problem I see as a community, if you try to go back and teach people what we learning now, economics, they would argue with you that what you're learning is not. And this dude has a PhD in economics. He know it up, down, left, and right. But people will argue with you that never even studied economics. They will tell you that that's not right. And I said, that's why we can't grow. Because you go back and get the information and bring it back, and they're going to challenge you on every point. that you bring it back, and you the one sat down and learned it and did the homework and learned it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with pride. You're dealing with pride in the community, and it blinds everybody because it's like, man, what are you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying?
Because what's like, it's tough trying to tell somebody about all this other stuff, and they of course they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. Like,
right.
But
they'll be the same ones that be complaining. That's the sad part of this stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be the same one to be like, how did Peel get to where he got to? Then when you say how he got there, I don't believe that. You don't gotta believe it. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I ain't got no. That's why a lot of stuff, like people are like, man, you putting too much on Facebook. You got social media. I was like, listen,
no, I don't think you put it up.
I'm a product of my environment. You understand?
100%.
When I say a product of my environment, like I remember when we were the test subjects for AI and all this computer stuff. I remember, like for real.
Yeah.
Like it's way deeper. Like they had it back in before I was born. But during those 80s, man, we were the test. What you had to do?
Anything that we get technology wise, it's already military has already probably used it. You know what I'm saying? That's just 100%.
20 times
like
more.
Cell phone. They was using cell phones in World War II before we probably got this.
20 times more.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. But all right, guys, we finna get off this thing before it get deep, man. Get deeper.
Yeah, get too deep.
Thank you for watching Think Game Podcast. Let us know in the comments what you think. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. Help us get to 1K, and we will catch you on the next one. Anything you want to say before we get out of here, Peter?
Don't forget to follow us on Sora.
Yeah, man. Follow us on Sora. Mr. Mike Flair. What's your handles on there?
Tonio Torres, 009.
And we're gonna have commercials. We probably finna start working on commercials in the middle of the podcast coming soon. You might see Sora commercials on this.
Yeah.
Well, all right, y'all. We're gonna catch y'all in the next one.
That boy is good. Mm-hmm.